Yes, I welcome you back at our platform with our discovery about dreams. The other time I tried to tell you that dreams are interpreted in two ways, and I just told you that it can be interpreted in a spiritual way or scientific way. But for the case of scientific way, I think there we tackled it in our last video. So now I have come here to show you how dreaming or why people dream is interpreted in a spiritual way. In a spiritual way, dreaming can be interpreted in that souls are being talking to each other. Souls are talking to each other. That's how I can take it in that concept of spiritual. Emyoyo gino gisobola okuba nga giva eri Katonda. They may be coming from God to those people who believe in God, or even they may be coming from Satan, going to those people who believe in Satan. Yes, Katonda ajja kuveera akubuuza. Someone will come from there and ask you, naye teacher, we know that when people die, they die forever and they don't come back. So how comes that you tell us that those spirits come back to people then who are living again? Omuntu asobola okubuuza bw'atyo nti tumanyi abantu bwe bafa bafiira ddala, ate kibaawo kitya ne bakomawo ate eri mu bantu abalamu? So there, I may answer this question like this. In beliefs, we as Christians, we believe that there is after death, there is life after death. Or we believe that when souls or when people die, their souls get reborn, or there is a rebirth of souls into other organisms which are still alive. I'm requesting you to get a pen and note down this. Get a pen and a paper and write this one. Now today I'm going to bring this word or this concept. You write the word reincarnation. 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 The word reincarnation just or simply means a religious or philosophical belief that the soul or spirits after biological death begin new life in a new body that may be human, animal, or spiritual, depending on the moral quality of the previous life's actions. Kino nsobola okitaputa bwe nti kitegeeza reincarnation kitegeeza nti abantu bwe bafa emyoyo gyabwe gikomawo eri abantu abali balamu ne gizaalibwa bupya. That's what I can simply explain about reincarnation. Gisobola okukomawo eri abantu, or they can return into other organisms like cows, sheep, or in those things which those people who died had love with them. Gisobola giving an example like this. Someone could have died loving his cow, and when he dies, his soul comes back or becomes reborn in that cow which is still alive, though he or she died long time ago. Or the the soul of a human being can return to his or her own children after death. Katugeze nti omuzadde afudde ate nga yali ayagala abaana be. His soul can become reborn or reincarnated into his or her children after him becoming dead for a long period of time. Ndowooza kino mwali mukirabyeko nti omuntu afudde naye akomawo eri mu baana be n'abatawaanya oba n'abalaga okukola ebintu ebyo mutasuubira. Naye teacher, kati what does this help us? Omuntu asobola okubuuza nti kino kituyamba kitya? Emyoyo okwogerezeganya kituyamba kitya ffe ng'abantu when we are dreaming? There is what we call adaptation, okweteekateeka oba okweteekateekera. These souls can come back to us in form of dreams so that they can prepare us for the things we are going to meet in future. They may be coming from God, going to people whom He loves, preparing them for the incoming situations. So that nti bw'oloota ekintu ekibi ate n'okisanga mu future yo oba osobola okikwasaganya oba n'okivuunuka. They may be coming from Satan, those people who believe in it, and he also prepares his people for the next coming future. So that may be the function of the spirits talking to each other, the spirits of the dead talking to the people or coming back to the people who are alive. I can bring this one in our real life. I think you have ever heard of people whom they say that this person, you cannot bewitch him or her, that bw'omutega obutawali asobola obulaba nga tannabunywa n'abuleka, oba asobola obubuuka n'abuyitako, oba asobola okumanya nti kati waliwo abajja okunzita n'avaawo. So those things may happen due to spirits talking to each other. Basobola okulabikibwa. They can be revelated, or basobola okulabikibwa nti some things may happen in the future through dreams, and they end up getting the knowledge of how to overcome them. So those spirits talking to each other can also help us to overcome problems which are in the future. Or even, I think you have ever seen these situations that a child has become mad, and when they take that specific child to the church to be prayed for, and then when they start praying, the soul of the other person, let it be maybe the grandmother or the grandfather, he comes into him and starts speaking. He speaks in the same voice of the grandmother who died, speaking things which may be awkward or which may not be understood by those people who are there, or talking things which are to be in future in that specific person who is alive, but being directed by the soul of the person who died long time ago. Now this one can explain the reason why when you are dreaming, you may dream some of the people whom you have never seen, or you dream while in a place where you have never reached, or you dream while you are in like a party with people whom you don't know. This is simple. This is brought about by the souls or some of the bodies of the people who are still alive being controlled by the souls of the people who are dead, who died long time ago. Bw'obeera mu kirooto nti omwoyo ogwo ogw'omuntu oyo eyafa gujja eri gy'oli, and it starts dreaming people whom we had lived with for a long time though he died. So in simple terms, in that dream, the other person or the soul of the person who died and is in you is the one who is dreaming. So it seems that when you are dreaming and that real person, the soul of that real person who died and is in you, when he's dreaming in you, he reaches in the place and he knows that in this place I reached there, and it is true that he will have reached there before he died. But due to the fact that that soul is in a live body, which is you, and the brain which is interpreting that dream is in the real person or the real body which is alive, the brain will interpret that dream and it will not understand it. That's why you wake up and you don't easily understand the person whom you were with or the place where you reached and you have never reached. Or even I think you have ever been somewhere or you have ever met some people. You find that you have met someone and your brain tells you that, or you think, or you see that this person, as if I have ever met him or her somewhere, as if I have ever met him, but when in actual sense you have never met that real person. So what causes that one? That is well explained by spirits being reborn in other people who are still alive. Ng'omuntu oyo ali mu ggwe, omwoyo ogwo guli mu ggwe, that person could have met that real person whom you are meeting that time, long time ago, when he has never died, or when he was still living. Oba you may find that you reach somewhere and you find that you think that you have ever reached there, but when actually you have never reached there. Hii nayo raja kuva yakugambe nti, for me teacher, I don't trust in witchcraft, or I don't trust in worldly things, I trust in God. So for those who trust in God, now I'm going to give you this verse. You write 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 21 to 22. Abakorinso omutwe gw'ikumi n'itaano akanyerere kabiri n'emwe okusya kabiri n'ibiri. It says, for since days came through a man, the resurrection of the dead comes also through man. For as in Adam all die, so in Christ all will be made live. So it means that those people who died, there may be a possibility of coming back into people who are still alive. Or even this one, you have never seen that a grandfather died and his soul, and you find that grandfather was a good keyboard player, and then that soul ettutumu eryo ne lizuukibwa oba ne lijja omulundi ogwokubiri oba ne lizaalibwa omulundi ogwokubiri in his or her own daughter. N'osanga ng'omwana oyo akuba keyboard engeri y'emu like that of the real grandfather who died years ago. So now here comes another question. Sir, you have told us that some people can receive spirits from God and others can receive spirits from Satan. Kati ekibuuzo kiri nti, if you have said that people can receive souls, or the souls which are born in them can be from Satan, and others can be communicated, or their souls can be communicated with by those ones from God. Ati ekibuuzo kijja nti, if you have said like that, people belong to who? Do they belong to Satan or they belong to God? Abantu baani? Ba Katonda oba ba Satan? Someone can pose a question to you like that. So, that question will be interpreted in our next videos. So, what we do, follow my videos on my YouTube channel entitled Tumwebaze Evaristo. You go in YouTube, type in Tumwebaze Evaristo, subscribe, click on the notification bell so that you always receive the new videos which I post, and follow. We learn, discover, and we get knowledge about life. Thank you for listening. God bless you. Have a good day. Tumwebaze Evaristo, I sign out.